Hey y'all, it's I know I said I wasn't gonna have a video today, but I figured I'm out here working, getting ready for setting the traps tomorrow, so I'll show you what I'm doing here. I had a late night. I worked a little bit later than expected, so I'm working in the dark, but I got my traps, pressure washed them yesterday, and so today most all of these have got a good coat on them of dark speed dip is what the majority of these are. So I'm just dipping them in Full Metal Jacket so I can get them set. I've got enough traps in the truck, I think, for what I need to get set tomorrow, but just so if I need any Friday, let's see, what's today? Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, so if I need any Thursday to get some more set, I'll have these ready to go. But you can see I'm just taking them and dipping them in that Full Metal Jacket. I'll let them hang overnight. Actually, those are my number 2 bridgers that I just bought. They didn't have, or I just started using, they didn't have a spectacular coat of rust on them, and I started using them about the time trapping season came in. So I wanted to get a little dark color on them, so I left them in a pot of logwood dye for a couple of for 24 hours. I let them rust just slightly, but I left them in a pot of logwood dye for 24 hours overnight, and they got some color, but they did pick up a pretty good bit of rust while they were out set. So kind of what I'm figuring out my system for getting traps reset and back out. I really like the coat that Speed Dip gives a trap. It's a good solid coat that doesn't come off real easy, and it really protects the trap well, I feel like. So if possible, I feel like Speed Dip is your way to go if you've got enough time to let those traps sit. You know, if you buy your traps in the summer and you get them ready and you can let them sit and hang and kind of air out while you don't necessarily need them. But then once the season rolls around, unless you just got worlds of traps that you can set, the Speed Dip, from a standpoint of being able to pull traps and then turn right back around and get them out again, isn't really that helpful if you got to wait a couple days to let that dip air out. So that's what I'm liking this Full Metal Jacket for, just from this standpoint. Is, you know, I pressure washed these traps, got them clean. I could set these things tomorrow, I think. Now I'm still new to this Full Metal Jacket relatively, but I can go out and they'll be ready to set tomorrow if I need them. So I really like that. So like I say, that's what I think going forward. My plan will be to try to get ahead of the game in the off season, get all my traps speed dipped and coated real well, protected from rust, and then have some Full Metal Jacket ready so that once I start trapping, I can do a quick dip and get back to setting the next, overnight if I need to. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I've about got these wrapped up, and I got a couple of fresh dog proofs. I was wrong about these Freedom brand, the FB1s. They are actually a push-pull. I appreciate y'all pointing that out. I didn't realize it, but they are a push-pull, do have a push-pull trigger. I swear I looked a couple times on the Minnesota Trapline Products website, and it was not obvious that they were a push-pull. So it's push-pull. So anyway, I'm getting these ready, and I'm going to be setting these and the Z-traps hard on this new property to kind of give these a good test, because in my opinion, push-pull is the way to go, and the big advantage these have is just how easy they are to set. All you do is squeeze this back. Now, it takes 2 hands, but all you do is squeeze this back, and it sets by itself. You don't have to worry about trying to get the trigger and the dog and all just right, like with like with the Z traps or pretty much all the other dog-proof traps. So from that standpoint, I really like these Freedom brands. I'm anxious to get them out this week and see how they perform. Kind of going head to head with something like the Z trap, and just to make sure that, you know, all this stuff stays working like it's supposed to, because it is definitely a little more mechanized, and to me, you know, that does kind of leave the option open for a little more to go wrong in that scenario. But we'll see. I'm probably just going to try to speed dip these and let them get a good coat on them, and then put them out so they don't rust too bad. But we'll see. We'll see what how the trap line goes this week.